When I was a kid, I read a lot. I once won a Snowbird summer reading contest by so much that I had like multiple children and adults come up to me and ask if I had cheated. I would go into the library every week and pull out 7 books, and by the end of the next week, I would have read them all. Sometime after high school, life just got in the way, and I just stopped reading nearly as much. I'm lucky if I do 10 books a year, which to me is unacceptable. So I am going to try to read 10 books as fast as I can. I started on July 13th with Mists of Avalon. I was on vacation, and so I didn't film any of me reading. Instead, here's a picture of me in front of the world's largest fully steerable radio telescope. Over the course of my vacation, I read about 200 pages. On the 18th, I started player piano, trying to mix things up, give myself a break, and I read 132 pages in one day. Mists of Avalon was still slow going, but I was feeling pretty good about my speed. That did not last. The moment I returned to work, I lost all motivation. It turns out it's much easier to read relaxing in a cabin than it is while working a full-time job. 10 days in, I had not finished one book. So I buckled down over the weekend and nearly doubled the number of pages I've read so far. I finished Player Piano and started Starstruck. I was still slowly chewing through Mists of Avalon. Then my partner was on a work trip that week, so I got in a little bit of extra reading. By the 30th, I had read another 400 pages and finished Starstruck. I started reading The Plague on the 1st, but I was finally near the end of Mists of Avalon, and at this point I just wanted to get it over with. So over the next 5 days, I spent all my time reading it, focusing it down. Finally, on day 24 of the challenge, I finished that book. After finishing Mists of Avalon, things really picked up. I finished The Plague the next day and started the Odyssey. I read Seal this book in like 2 days, and then finished the Odyssey 1 day after that. Devil House took a little bit longer because I got hungover the day I started it, and so didn't finish it for another 3 days. The last 3 books were a trilogy by Jeff Vandermeer, the Southern Reach trilogy, Annihilation, Authority, and Acceptance. Those took about a week total. I finished my 10th book on August 21st, 39 days after I started. 4,004 pages, approximately 103 pages a day. Took a little longer than I expected, but Mists of Avalon is the length of like 5 books, so I kind of shot myself in the foot. I had a good time doing this. Reading makes me feel more creative and smarter, more learned. I think it feeds my brain in a way that other artwork doesn't. I don't know if it was the most productive use of my time, but not everything you do needs to be productive.